Why was one forgotten flu pandemic key to high-risk protection? Imagine a virus that surprisingly spared the very people most at risk during a deadly outbreak. That was the case in the 1918 influenza pandemic, often called the Spanish flu. It was unusual because it hit young, healthy adults harder than the elderly or very young children. This odd pattern helped scientists understand how immunity works in high-risk groups. They discovered that people who had been exposed to similar viruses earlier in life had a kind of natural shield. Their immune systems remembered past encounters and could fight off the new virus more effectively. During that pandemic, older adults born before about 1889 had lower death rates than younger adults. This wasn't because they were stronger, but because their immune systems had previously encountered a similar influenza virus. This earlier exposure gave them what is called cross-protective immunity. Their bodies had developed antibodies and immune cells that recognized parts of the virus, making it easier to fight the infection. This finding was a breakthrough because it showed that past exposure could provide long-lasting protection against new related viruses. Decades later, research confirmed that survivors of the 1918 pandemic carried protective antibodies for many years. When a similar virus appeared in 2009, elderly people who had been exposed to the 1918 virus or its relatives were less likely to become severely ill. Their immune systems still remembered key parts of the virus, even after many years. This long-term immunity explains why some populations are better protected against new flu strains. It also highlights the importance of understanding how immune memory works in protecting high-risk groups. This lesson is especially important for protecting vulnerable populations like young children, the elderly, and those with weakened immune systems. It shows that prior exposure to related viruses can act as a natural shield. That's why public health efforts focus on building broad immunity through vaccines and surveillance. These strategies aim to mimic the protection seen in those who survived past pandemics. By understanding this history, health experts can better design ways to protect high-risk individuals when new flu viruses emerge. In essence, the 1918 pandemic was a key moment because it revealed how previous encounters with similar viruses can create lasting immunity. This insight guides current efforts to safeguard those most at risk from severe flu infections. It underscores the importance of immunity built through exposure or vaccination, helping us prepare for future outbreaks and protect vulnerable populations effectively. Always remember, for personalized advice, consult healthcare professionals to understand the best ways to stay protected.